Do you know that the average UK homeowner moves house every 8 to 9 years? Therefore, it's no surprise that nobody feels totally confident or informed about what the sale process is and how and why certain stages occur in the sale process. So as an estate agent, I can certainly advise you in terms of what happens at our end, but for the dark arts of conveyancing, I have also asked the conveyancer to explain to you what the two sets of solicitors actually do and what stages they need to go through before they get to exchange and completion. So, the easy part first. As an estate agent, we will market a property for sale. We will attract viewers to that property, and one of those viewers, sometimes more, but at least one of those viewers will make an offer which is agreeable to the vendor being the seller. Once that offer has been accepted in principle, we will ask of the prospective buyer proof of ID, proof of address, and proof of funds. And proof of funds can be a mortgage in principle, or indeed it could be a photocopy of a bank account if they are a cash buyer. Once that information has been given to us, we are then in a position to put together a document called a memorandum of sale, a document that goes to 4 different parties. Exactly the same document goes to 4 different parties, and this kicks off the sale process formally. Now that is then sent to everybody, and then the 2 sets of solicitors have got a formal notification that there's an agreement in place.
It's now our job, if we're acting for either the buyer or the vendor, to check all the information on the memo of sale that's been given to your agent prior or correct. We then send out client care letters for you to fill out. We double check all the AML and source of funds issues. If we're acting for the buyer, it is our job to check all the information that's sent over by the vendor, all the fixtures and fittings, which will be pre-populated by the vendor at the outset. We will then necessitate all the relevant searches relevant to the area. We will then check all those, raise inquiries with the seller, and we will try and move the transaction into a point where it's ready to exchange contracts, at which stage we will set a completion date, and all your funds will need to be in place, and we'll transfer the deposit over into our account. We will then set completion dates with either the buyer or the seller's party and exchange contracts. On completion day, the keys will be handed over, all funds transferred, and the property will be yours to enjoy and crack on with.